What's going on, guys? Johnwicksnipin. Actually wasn't going to do a video just because, you know, this shit gets tiring after a while. And, you know, shit just ain't cool right now. But there's just too much going on that I have to acknowledge. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Frankie Muhammad. Brother, I watched the last couple of videos that you put out. Very good. You and I are in lockstep with respects to our thought process and this stock market and the corruption. Like I said, I will not be investing any more money into the stock market. You agree. There's just too much stuff against us. Not to mention, add in this particular play, you got day traders and people that are just out there saying buy and hold, but they're day trading the stock in itself. You also had Ape Nation Will come out and basically repeat the same thing that I said. He also is in agreement that day trading hurts our cause. So, sorry, Teddy. We don't agree with you on that one. I can't fault you for it. You know what can anybody do? They're going to get mad at people that are day trading AMC. It is what it is. Day traders are using your strategy against you, folks. Your buy and hold strategy is being used against you by day traders. They know that there's a large majority of us that hold the stock that will not trade it for many reasons, capital gains taxes and so on and so forth, but they don't give a shit. They're still going to day trade the stock. Nothing that we can do about it at this point. So you're fighting hedge funds, market corruption, as well as the day traders that probably pass off as holders and longs, but they're day trading. Like I've said and like I'll repeat, I will not sell the stock. I'm still in. I will not be adding any more to it. I will hold it as long as I possibly can, and continue to seek out answers to our questions regarding corruption. The last Tuesday's fix, for me, that's really what revealed it all. You know, all the speculation is speculation, but last Tuesday kind of cemented it. If you did not fully believe that there is stock market corruption, last Tuesday's move regarding AMC and the meme stocks across the board, where they decided to halt them and then bring them all down, that was it. That was revealed it all. One thing that was really revealed to me in this whole process with this stock and the meme stocks in general is that our economy is extremely fragile right now, folks. It's extremely fragile, and they will go now to the lengths that they've gone to just to keep it together. There's just no way they're going to just let the stock market react organically and let us get paid on situations where we feel that we've outsmarted the system and that we should be paid for that. Just seems like to me they're not going to allow that to happen at this time. Look, guys, the meme stock movement has produced something. It may have not produced the generational wealth that you were looking for or are still looking for. It could still happen. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and actually try to predict that it is or isn't going to happen. My strong opinion is that it won't happen organically, but I can tell you this. The meme stock movement has at least exposed the stock market for what it is, and that is that it's a rigged system and it's rigged against its people. That's it. So it's either you get the fuck out of the system and say I'm not ever going to reinvest in it, or you take action. I'm starting off and I'm trying to align action so far with the video challenge, and the Massalorian is still editing that so that we can put it out. But further action and aggression will probably have to take place. Now, when I say further aggression, I am no way talking about violence by any means. There's other ways to aggressively do things within the system's confines to get your message across and to be heard. But the main lesson that the system is trying to teach you right now is that you are not in charge. The people are not in charge. So the meme stocks, AMC, GME, HYMC, Mullen, Sundial, BBIG, and so on and so forth, they're teaching those that are involved in those plays a lesson. And the lesson is you're not in control, ladies and gentlemen. We are. And we pay you what we want to pay you. We're not going to pay you what you think you deserve. Just going back to the day trading fiasco that has been the topic of mine and I see it's getting picked up a lot by other people as talking points because I have a valid point. Day traders of AMC, this is a direct message to you. There is so many other stocks that you can day trade. Why are you taking advantage of a community built of mostly of middle and lower class people hoping to score a bag of money so that they can better their lives? Why are you using that strategy against them? There are so many other stocks that you can day trade. You don't have to take advantage of this particular one. I would let the people of this play have their moment. They're buying and holding. That's what they were encouraged to do, and that's what they have been doing for over a year, and you're fucking that up by day trading the stock. Want to give props out to Tony Denaro. I saw a post yesterday where he answered the call. I believe it is from the Apefather. That was, you know, Apefather, I'm going to get to you at the end of this video. I'm not too happy with you, sir. But Tony Denaro, shout out to you, my friend, for answering that call. He showed where he's at, and he's shown even the dates of when he's bought. He's not day trading, and he does own AMC. The ending of this video is going to be directed at the Apefather and Teddy Zane. I'm going to start off with the Apefather. Apefather, I have mostly supported you throughout my time and coming out publicly on YouTube. I see more than just the person that is on camera. I see a person that is going through a lot, and I never wanted to really get on your case because of it. You've revealed that your wife is battling cancer. You are invested heavily in a couple meme stocks, I guess, specifically AMC, and you're down a lot of money, and I know how that can get to people. You start all your videos off with saying you're not a financial advisor, but then somewhere along the many videos that you put out, you are giving financial advice to a certain extent. You did it yesterday when you were speaking of Frankie Muhammad. Listen, first of all, you misrepresented Frankie's video entirely. He said he is done investing in the stock market. That is a position you can't even argue with. So I don't know what you were talking about in your video. The man, he and I'm sure there's others that have just not have stated it fully. I know in the comments people have stated it, but we're not interested in investing in the stock market anymore. We weren't even in the stock market before these meme stocks, a lot of us. So now that we have come into the stock market and we see the shit show that it is, you really think we're gonna fucking keep investing into the stock market? And you're pitching GameStop because you want people to just jump in on that, because that's where you've taken a new position where you think you're going to regain your losses. Hey, listen, that's your prerogative. But don't say that you're not giving financial advice, but then you're telling everybody, hey, AMC is a failed corporation and GameStop is not. You should be in GameStop. That's financial advice, my friend. You can't do that. At this point right now, from the behavior and attitude that you have had in the last couple months regarding AMC, your channel should not be called the Apefather. You are clearly not an ape. You don't start shitting on the fucking stock that you have been invested in and promoting and cheerleading for about a year now. So honestly, I would consider changing my name away from the Apefather, because I don't see you as the Apefather anymore. An ape narrative was created basically to insinuate that we don't know what we're doing, but all we know that we are going to do is we're going to band together, buy up a stock, and hold it. We don't know technical analysis. We don't know anything. We're dumb apes that we are. There's only one thing we know, and that there's a heavy short position, and we're just going to buy and hold this stock. That's what the ape narrative was. So Apefather, look, man, respectfully, I think you got to clean it up a little bit. Chill on so many videos. You're not being shadow banned, because honestly, you're all over my feed, and I'm not even subbed to you anymore. And I still see all of your fucking videos of food and this and that. It's just, don't do the loo where you put out so many videos that you don't even know what you're talking about anymore. Okay, so just try to clean it up a little bit. You know, I don't think it's too late for you, but you're getting to that point. As for Teddy Zane, look, Teddy, I like that you're real, bro. I can't, just because I don't agree with what you say doesn't mean that I don't acknowledge the realism in your voice and what you're stating. I was the guy to call out many things. I called out YouTubers right from the moment that I came out. I was one of the very few, if not the only one, that said, you ain't ever gonna see these crazy numbers, so why do you guys keep posting it? The 50,000, the 100,000, the 500,000, all that stupid bullshit. I was the guy that said, no, you're not gonna see those numbers. I'm not holding to those numbers. Do not rely on me to hold to those numbers. I actually then went on and said I'd hold to 1,500. I'm definitely second guessing 1,500. I don't think you'll ever see 1,500 either. Not because it doesn't make sense that it can reach that, but because the coalition is very fragile right now. The day traders have been pretty much exposed in the last week or two. So you have that situation, and then you've got people that are just so fatigued at this point that if they, especially what happened last Tuesday, someone sees the 30s again, they're gonna just freak out and say, shit, let me get out before they cheat me, halt it, and drop it again. So how the hell do you guys expect to see 4 digits? Forget about 5. How do you expect to see 4? I think at this point right now, realistically, you need to come down to the 3 digits. And I actually was at the 3 digits very early on, and I got so much shit for it in the beginning that I just dropped talking about it. Teddy, I was also the guy that came out and exposed Louf as the full fraud. I know that a lot of people have done that, but I really got down to the nitty-gritty with how much of a fraud that he buys his views, and I don't know why he does it. I don't know why he runs up views. I don't even think that the AMC community is as big as the viewership that you see on a lot of these channels. I would probably venture to say maybe there's about maybe 10,000 people that are really looking at these videos, and that are real people and that are real investors in this stock. I really think that the other large portion of it is either bought on a lot of these channels, and there's more guys that I can tell you that are, I mean, I have connections to be able to find out who's actually buying views, but I don't really feel like doing that because their channels are not as big. Lou was the biggest channel that I saw that was buying views. And I just couldn't figure out why. Why do you, I mean, do you just want to feel good that people, you want people to think that you're being looked at and that your message is that important? I couldn't really figure it out, but there are other guys that do it as well. I don't think that the community is as large as the videos would show you. As a matter of fact, a lot of the subs and a lot of the commenters are actual digital soldiers that are put out. When I look to see who's subscribed to my channel in my back office on eStudio, I know that there's just a lot of channels that are newly built that only have maybe 1 subscriber, if that, haven't been around. So a lot of people, or a lot of subs that all YouTube AMC content creators and meme stock content creators have are actual bots that are there waiting for your video to drop so that, you know, they watch it a little bit, then they put something in the comment to make it seem like they're a real person so that it doesn't look like you're just full of shit. Like they'll be like, hey, I really like your dog, but I disagree with this and that. Shut the fuck up. Going back to Teddy, I also was the guy that came out and said that the wealthy is just not going to hand that money over. They've got too much money to cheat you, and it will unravel the whole economic system of this country, because it's not just the stock market. It's just the claws extend out so far that there's just so much. If you really want to know the dirtiest parts of what's going on in our country, the stock market Pandora's box that I call it, that's where you would find all the answers. You see, you've got so much politics talking about so much stupid shit, and all you have to do is follow the money, and the money is in the stock market. So if you really were to find out, or if you really wanted to find out the dirtiest, darkest secrets of who's who, it's in the stock market. That's why it's never going to be exposed. And as you may or may not know, Teddy, finally, the last thing that I came out and said was that this play would not happen organically. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it is not going to happen organically. And we will have to decide, do we still want to keep chasing this dream? Do we want to take action? But the meme stocks are being penalized right now. You are being shown that we do not run the show here, okay? The powers, the elitists, those are the ones that run the show. We do not. So it's either we band together and get in line, or we just go back to our lives and doing what it was, living paycheck to paycheck. Because if we can't even get day traders just to stop day trading this particular stock and get in line with us to create change, then there's your problem right there. They'd rather fucking trade the stock for a few points up and down, not give a shit about the capital gains tax that they're not even realizing that they're chopping their own profits up with. What's the purpose of doing this? This is not going to work out. So that's what I have for you guys. Johnwicksnipin is out. Thank you for watching.